Hi everybody, welcome back to Shell Start Stitches. Hope you are doing okay and I've had a nice weekend. Apologies for the delayed video. We had a bit of a busy one. You might see a difference here behind me and this is the reason. And apologies because I've dozed off on this today after work. I'm just exhausted. I know it's only Monday, but work has been quite exhausting, covering nearly three people's jobs at the moment, so I fell asleep on the sofa, showing how comfortable it is. So yeah, Friday when we were both off, well, Thursday after work, we had to dismantle the old sofa, get it out so that Friday somebody could come and collect it, because we had to pay someone to come and take the old sofa away. And yesterday, new sofa arrived, which if you've watched me for literally since my YouTube journey, you'll notice that this looks exactly the same as the sofa we used to have. It pretty much is. It's the same material, but we've gone for a closed end corner with a sofa bed. So the last sofa we had was a big mistake, and we pretty much realised that not long after we bought it. So we've gone back to this one. So yeah, so I've got this now, so the new black sofa again. So yeah, my weekend was like literally manic of sorting out, getting everything out of, well, not everything, but getting stuff out and things out of the hallway so they could get the new one in, and then putting everything back and yada yada yada. And then we've got a problem with this, there is a foot that won't go in. So currently one corner of this sofa bed section has got no foot on it because they didn't drill a hole for it. So we've got somebody coming out on a service appointment on Friday to sort that out. So it's like slightly dipped here because it's not sitting properly. They tried to put it on the travelling foot, but then as soon as they moved the sofa, the foot fell off. So the travelling foot is stuck under there somewhere. But yeah, so that is why I didn't do a video. And then I dozed off after work, and then I realised I needed to do a video. Anyway, welcome. I'm Michelle, if you haven't been here before. I do waffle sometimes, but I think, don't we all? So I've only got a couple of things to show you this week because I have been religiously working on my Sirdar Summer Picnic Crochet along. So I started, what was it? I think I said I started 2 weeks late. And I think when I last did this video, I was like, I worked out in my brain on the video that I thought I'd only been doing it for like a week and a bit. And then everyone was like, no, it's got to have been 2 weeks. No, I did parts 1 to 3 in 11 days. And people are asking how. I'm like, not quite sure. I think because a lot of the stitches are repeat and I am comfortable with them. I won't say I found them easy because that sounds a bit patronising to people who are new. Because if I were a newbie doing this, I'd have no hope. But now I've been crocheting for a while. They were stitches I'm comfortable with. So hence why I was probably naturally a bit quicker. Plus I just hammered through it. I was like, I'm going to crack on. So I'm now, well, I say I'm up to date. We're Monday today. The new pattern piece comes out Wednesday. I've got a little bit of leaf making and embroidery to do on week 4, and then I'm done. So I haven't done any tonight. I might end up finishing that on Wednesday and then starting the next piece. That's what I tend to do. And I've had one delivery. So I'll show you the Sirdar CAL. And welcome if you've joined the channel because you found me through the Sirdar CAL. This is my third, yeah. I started with the gingerbread CAL for Christmas because I went to Ali Pali and I already get the curate crochet box, and Lindsay, who does that, was doing the gingerbread CAL. So I purchased her kit. Then I did the Hearts and Flowers, which was Sweet Shana, a different designer. And then this one I think is Spot Stitches. That's hard to say when you're tired. So it's been 3 different designers, which has been quite nice for me because I think Lindsay did the Blossom and Buds CAL before that. So I think she'd done 2 in a row. So it's quite nice for me to have 3 different designers. Anyway, I will show you where I'm at. So we'll go through in order. I haven't woven in any ends, which I need to do because, you know, we all hate that part. So let me hold it up the right way because that is upside down. Week 1, which was our granny square, well not granny square, but granny stripes, if you like. So that is all done. And excuse the light because it's not showing the colour very well, but the colours are really nice there. So that is week 1. Then we have week 2, which was my watermelon plus my strawberry panel piece. So there we go, watermelon at the bottom and then into strawberries. This was the bit that took the longest, purely because you're carrying 3 colours. So you're doing the red, the green and the pink. So you're trying to make sure you weave in. And my back, the back, I'll show you the back. Doesn't look too bad. There's an end there where I had to join the white, but it's fairly tidy. Don't know what that pink bit is. Just got a bit of a loose stitch there, but that's fine. So fairly tidy on the back as well. So that was week 2, along with some motifs, which I'll show you in a sec. So week 2. And I have put all these together, and where they're all folded, I think my latest one, I might need to stretch it a little, but I think I showed you last time, they're all matching in the lengths, because some people have had issues with tension. And then week 3 is raspberries and cherries. I'm just moving a bit of, I noticed the green on the raspberries, it's where it separates the stitch. I just kind of move it over slightly. Anyway, raspberries and cherries. Raspberries, cherries. I know some people decide to do their cherries in the tomato red, but I don't mind them in the pink. So there are the cherries and the leaves that sort of curl over, as you can see, and the raspberries. So I really liked this. This was really effective. So that is week 3. So finish the panel, and then this was, yeah, so this was week 2, I think, the orange slices, which I've showed you. Then I think the end of week 3 was these. I'm not too sure, the lemon slices and the leaves. My lemon slices keep, as you can see, curling up. I think once I sew them on, they will be more, as you can see, lemon shaped, but they just keep curling at the moment. So I have a pile of curled up lemons. Maybe the lemons are going off, that's why they're curled up. So that and the leaves. And then this week is strawberries. I have 4 of those made, but I need to put on with, funny enough, the lemon colour, like the pips, and then need to do the leaves on the top. So that's the only bit I've got left to do for this week. So week 4 comes out at 10 o'clock on Wednesday. I'm working, so I'm only getting time to do this evenings and weekends. I only managed a little bit of it over this weekend because we didn't have a proper sofa and I was sat on garden chairs, and every time I put my pattern down, Jasper, our rabbit, kept chewing it and eating it. And then where I had like multiple balls, I was worried he was gonna chew through the yarn that I was using. And I'd suddenly get to a bit and be like, oh, it's not attached to the ball anymore. He didn't, to be fair, but it was very, you know, when you're not in your normal position or whatever. So yeah, small element to finish in readiness for Wednesday. And that's week 5. Yes, week 5 on Wednesday. So only 2 more weeks left of it. So I think there's one more motif, which I can't remember what it is. One more fruit motif. Might be a lime, I'm not sure. And then I'm guessing it's joining all the panels together and a border. But I do need to weave in ends. I mean, I do need to weave in ends. Anyone want to do it for me? I mean, this isn't as many ends as the blossom buds, for sure, but it's still one of those painful jobs. I think one night I spent, I think I told you guys, I sat for like 5-6 hours weaving in ends, but I did it before we got to the end of the crochet along because it was for my mum for Mother's Day and I knew I needed to weave in ends. So I kind of need to treat this the same. So yeah, that is where we've got to. So next bit out, 10 o'clock Wednesday, and then we'll carry on and give you an update at the weekend. But I am enjoying it, and a lot of these rows I've been able to, it's been like, I don't know, trebles all the way back, or quite nice to just do a whole row in the same and not too much counting, and you know, so that's what I quite like about it. Delivery. Now, I'm going to blame Ruth entirely, because Ruth, you posted in one of the groups, we were on the Toft Addicts group, I think it was, about Muud Bags. I think it was one of the guys, I think it was Becky, who also watches me, wanted to spend some birthday money, and wasn't sure about a redesigned bag or a mud bag. I have a redesigned, as Becky knows, that I think Ruth, as you know, which I purchased. But there happened to be a bank holiday sale on, what was it, Orry Mill, I think that's how you say it, O-R-R-Y. Which I believe, Ruth, you posted about Orry Mill's discount. And I went on and purchased a mud bag. I've been eyeing these up. Again, Holly, I know, for a person with no whips and too many crochet bags, too many project bags. But I've been looking at these, wondering, like, are they worth the hype, etc. So I ordered one. I ordered a limited edition one that there's a non-limited edition version that is just the bag, and I think the limited edition part of this was it came with a long carry strap, and so therefore it had bits on the side to attach a strap to, whereas the other version of it doesn't. So this is what I got. It is called the Saturn limited edition, and I got it in the whiskey, which is the brown, because I got my redesign in the black, and I thought, let's see what the brown is like. So that arrived Friday? Saturday. One of the days. So I will show you. This is what we got. So this is the bag. I haven't taken the tags off. I am slightly disappointed because these bags are high end, let's call them, and they're not cheap. No dust bag. Like, my redesigned bag came with a tote bag, I suppose, not a dust bag, but I don't know. I don't know why I was expecting a dust bag, rightly or wrongly. I don't know, just maybe to protect the leather. It was just in this plastic. They just wrapped it up in tissue as well. So this is in bottom leather. So unfortunately not vegan, sorry, or vegetarian. It is leather. There is a scan me doodah on here, QR code. I'm trying to see if there's English on here. Yeah, due to the nature of real leather and gradual fading process of the leather dye, this product will become more unique during wear. The article is made from natural leather with no finishing treatment, which makes it more sensitive to colour transfer. It is advised not to wear light coloured garments or use light coloured materials in combination with this product, as some colour rub-off is to be expected. Probably good you didn't go for the black then. So this is the strap that I've got attached here. And I think this is what makes it the limited edition. I think it comes without these on the side and without the strap. I'll just tuck the strap under. This is the strap. I have shortened it already to make it kind of a half and half, not a full length strap. So this can be I mean, this is over me crossbody now, it's under my armpit, but obviously I can make it full length. It's got a handle on the top, two tab pulls, however you want to call it, and a popper here, and it's so that you can actually feed your yarn through the hole behind the popper. So I was about to say the popper comes off nice and easy. It does if you pull it in the right place. So you've got this, the zip does not completely do up because you've got that to feed your yarn through. So if you're crocheting on a bus, plane, train, automobile, on the go. Then we unzip her. It's got mud. I think it's spelled, it said mud or mud. It's not mud because it's two U's, and is it Dutch? Netherlands? I believe. We have trouble getting these over here. There's not many places that stock them. Anyway, so then we open. It's full of tissue paper. So we've got a little zippy pocket in the top here, which is so deep, so you can fit in obviously your needles and what have you, stitch markers, so you're not going to lose them if you want to pop in there. Free gift with purchase, tissue paper. I've left it in there for the moment to keep its shape. It is obviously a circular. Oh, free silica as well. Circular inside, so nice and roomy. And then it has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little, if you can see that, 6 pockets. They are all the same size. There's not bigger and smaller. They are all distributed evenly. So 6 are the same. But you could fit hooks, scissors, or whatever you fancy in there. So yeah, I don't have any yarn to try. But size against Michelle's head for comparison, as we like to do. About the size of my head. Other heads' sizes are available. So yeah. This is the Muud Bag in whiskey brown. Brown is not start that again. Brown is not normally a sort of colour I go for, but I didn't want black again. I thought I'd try it because, you know, I think I preferred it to the black looking. I don't know why. I think it's different to the redesign, but I found the black looked, whether the worn look, etc. I thought it might look nicer on a brown bag. So this I ended up paying, I want to say 100, there or thereabouts. Sorry, I've got the TV on mute and the light keeps changing. I will have a look and I'll put it in the comments, but with the discount code, I want to say it was like £125 full price, and then with a 20% discount it would have been like £12.50 off. So it would have been about £100, and it was free delivery from Orry Mill. Obviously they don't have the offer on anymore, but they do stock these bags, which is good to know going forwards. But Polly, I'll try not to keep buying bags. I have got a lot, and I just got hubby to order me a Joji & Co one for my birthday. So my birthday's later this month. They were selling a new type of bag, and I was like, can I have it? He's like, well, you want to order it now? I'm like, this was before payday, and I was like, yes, they sell out. It did sell out, so it's a good job I ordered when I did. That arrived today, but I've given it straight to him. I want it wrapped. I know I'm 41 going to be in June, but I want my present wrapped. I know what it is already, so at least have some pleasure in unwrapping something. You never know, there might be a surprise in there with it. Unlikely. But that is the Muud Bag. So this is the satin limited edition because it has the strap. The satin on its own does not have a strap. So you can get equivalent bag. I think maybe you're supposed to popper it before you zipper it to make sure I don't ruin the popper. So yeah, you can get the satin bag, which would just be this without, but I've got it with the carry. And I need to just go places now to take these bags. I think actually, oh yes, just discovered there is some sort of slight pocket here on the sides of the bag, but how much, it's quite tight, how much will fit in there? How many have we got? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we've got 6 outside pockets as well, but as I say, you won't fit much in there. It's very tight, and I'd fear of ripping the seams. But that's an option, I suppose, if you're travelling and you've got a train ticket or whatever in there. I think if you got your train ticket in there, you wouldn't get it back out again. So there we go, Muud Bag review for you. I obviously need to use it more to find out if it's worth the hype. Don't get me wrong, I like it. It's a nice design. It's different being a circular bag, and yeah, I will have to use it and let you know, but I need a project to use it on. But I think worth getting when you can get a discount on them, obviously, because they are a higher priced range. So worth if you want to treat yourself, trying to get some form of discount when somebody's got a discount on them, which doesn't happen too often. So Ruth, I blame you entirely. Ruth and Becky, I blame you both. I hope you got yours, Becky, because you think you ordered one off of there. I was debating like a satchel type bag, but then I thought the size of it versus this and the prices were equivalent, or the satchel bag was slightly more. I decided to go for this one. I will put my tissue paper in it in a minute. But that's it really from me this week. I have done some more Doctor Who hexagons, not many. Last night I sat and did some of the coloured middles, and I need to do the edges. So I am sort of doing that in between on the Sirdar CAL when I'm need a bit of a break, or I'm not not got too much time. I sit there and at least crochet something, because I can do 12 little hexies in an evening, and then 12 outer edges in an evening. So I'm carrying on with those. So technically, yes, I do have 2 whips. I have a whip at the moment. I have my Sirdar and that, but this kind of happens around Advent time as well. Talking on Advents, because I got my payment 3 reminder from Woolly Mamas, yes, late last night. Well, not late, 7:30, so I need to pay that. Siobhan's Crafts she has revealed her Advent theme for this year, which is ice cream. And I think you know me, and if you know my videos, I have got a lot of Siobhan's yarn. I haven't bought any for a while because I'm trying to be more mindful in using stash up first. But the Siobhan's Advent calendar is something I have never had because it's micro skeins. It's always 10 gram skeins. So this year I am going to try and get 1/2. Try and speak to Siobhan maybe if there's any way because I'm conscious she's limited on spaces. I don't want to take a space, and also if she puts extras in, I don't need 2 sets of extras. But to try and make it up to a 20-gram advent calendar. So I think her 10-gram microscale advent calendars are around £70, which is about sort of like very reasonable going rate, because as I say, I think Woolly Mama's I'm paying 140 for 20 grams plus 100 grams on Christmas Day. So £70 for Siobhan's. You have to buy your 100-gram advent yarn separately. I think Siobhan is doing that. I don't know if I will do that or not. I've got to decide. But I'm going to go for an advent calendar from Siobhan this year, because she's been one of my favourite dyers for a while, and I haven't been able to because of the 10-gram. She's not doing 20-gram, by the way. This is me trying to work out how I can get 20 grams. So it'll be two 10-gram ones likely. But yeah, so that will be my other yarn advent calendar. So I've already got Woolly Mama's, and that will be my other excuse me, sorry, hay fever, the window's open. That will be my other yarn one. So I'll have the 2 yarn ones from Woolly Mama's and Siobhan's, and then I will be doing the Toft one, unless it's a really weird theme. Well, not theme, but make this. I doubt it. I'm probably still going to do it regardless. So yeah, the Toft one as well to actually make, and then the yarn ones to open. But yeah, otherwise, apart from the Doctor Who yarn, I've been pretty good with purchasing yarn. Woolly Mama's did have an update on Friday. I didn't purchase, even though I keep seeing lots of lovely yarn that I really, really want. But I'm trying to be good there. I'm just making up for it and buying project bags. Yeah, so Woolly Mama's had an update. Trying to think what else. Toft did a shop update, summer update. They're doing a crochet along from the 12th of June, Lily the Linguistini. Is that how you say it? It's in the Toft Summer magazine, which I just subscribed to because they took all the photos in Brighton, which is basically my hometown. Brighton and Hove, actually, girl. And so the pattern is in there, or you can buy a kit. I think the colours are coral and peach, I think. I'm sure I have some of those somewhere. I'm going to have a look and see. To join the crochet along, because that should really start after the Sirdar CAL is finished. So that might be a good next crochet along for me. Yeah, so they've just done a summer update with some things online for that. Trying to think what else at the moment. I think that's it. Obviously I've got Q in July. Some people have been asking again on the Facebook group about any more Q dates. We haven't been told any more. It's likely that we'll find out in the July workshop. There's rumours of a spooky themed one, so more of an October themed one than a Christmas one. Which I loved the Christmas one on the light trail, but I think that's where I caught flu last year because it was so close to Christmas. So I think I'd rather not do one too close to Christmas, but I mean, if they do it again, I'll be going. But if they do one sort of Halloween-y time, that would be quite nice. But we'll see. Possibly also because there's nothing about a Warwick one, which is normally Halloween, and they do dress up. So whether they're going to push that onto Q instead, because of the Warwick setup issues, I don't know. But no more news that we know of anyway, and that anyone's willing to share. But yeah, if you're joining in on the Sirdar CAL, I'd love to hear from you how you're finding things. Hello, Jasper. It's all right, he's nudging the... He had to get used to there being no furniture and there being garden chairs. And then 3 days later, getting used to there being a whole new sofa again. And rabbits are highly misunderstood. They get very... I mean, he's like me, he doesn't like change. So they get very sort of perturbed by change. So he was off his food on Friday night, which was not good. Got him eating again. And he's now a bit cautious and hesitant around this new sofa. But hubby said he was sitting up on it last night after I went to bed, so which is what he used to do on the old one. Anyway, sorry, I digress there. Yeah, can't remember what I was going to say, but I'll stop waffling now anyway and get this video uploaded for you all. Oh yes, Sirdar CAL, if you're doing that, let me know how you're getting on. You know, where you're up to, how you're finding it, if you're enjoying it. Because I don't know anyone else that's particularly doing it at the moment. I know some of you are and have commented, but it doesn't seem to be many of us this time around. But I really like the design, so yeah. Anyway, have a good week. Hopefully I'll have some more Sirdar progress for you. I can't promise I'm going to have woven in my ends. I might try for you, but yeah, no promises. I probably need to do it in little tranches because it's too much in one go on my back. The craft light has moved now. It's in the corner again. It's got a nice little home. Turn it on. In case some of you were asking about this, it's got two. It splits apart. They are. They're LEDs. They've got a limited use, so they're non-replaceable. So I only tend to use like one half of it, so that if one half were to go, I can use the other half. But you can separate them as far as like, as you can see. It's a daylight one. I saw it in Hobbycraft a good few years back, and then did a bit of price comparison while I was in Hobbycraft, and it was about £20 cheaper on Amazon. So I did purchase it on Amazon. But these, I think I paid 55 for this, and I think they're now up to about 75, 80. But yeah, so that is my craft lamp, and when that dies, I'll have to get a new one. But for the moment, it's doing all right. So for nights like this, because we like the main light, the big lights, as we call them, off or low, I have this to crochet under. Anyway, right, I am going to go now. Have a good week, and I will see you all next weekend. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.